Hey, welcome. Lee Michaels here on the Live Experience. I've got a real treat for you. In fact, I've got the CD, but I'll show it to you in just a second. Right now, you see joining me on the set, the lovely Chante Moore. She stopped by recently to promote her new single, and I could not allow the moment to go by without taking advantage of her being here. Chante, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's early in the morning for me. I'm LA time, so I'm like,
LA.
got one eye open.
That's all right. You look great. You look wonderful. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
The new single and the new CD. Tell us about it.
Well, my new album is called the album is called More Is More. Moore is More. It's out now. You can get it right now in your stores, iTunes, Amazon, and Best Buy, and a couple others. So
all those other spots. All those spots.
Look for it. The single is called Jesus, I Want You, and that's what we just played there.
Now tell us about how did that song come into being?
My sister initially came in, and she's a guitarist as well.
Okay.
And she sang, and it was very sweet and gentle, and the lyrics just caught me because it's very exemplary of my life. I know I'm
now, a lot of people don't know you're a PK.
Yes, my father's still a minister. He's 80 years old, and he's still an evangelist. He's still running out preaching, very strong, moving and grooving.
So how did he feel about your musical pursuits in R&B at first?
He loves it because he knows I kept my integrity. It was always something that I made sure that I tried to do is play a music that my children could watch and my mother wouldn't whoop me for. So that was always my endeavor. So I didn't always succeed at doing everything perfect because I'm a human, but certainly that's been my endeavor.
How long have you been singing now?
Since 1991, my first single came out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was 5 years old when that came out.
Really?
No.
Yeah, right. So now you're doing the reality thing too, right?
Yeah, I did. I did it because it was more about music than it was about like seeing me cooking my kitchen for my children. I liked that it had an end game, which was to talk about how we're going to evolve as musicians and how we're going to really bring women together and really expose the things that have happened to us in the past and really let people know that we're just women, just like you. We just do something very extraordinary for our life and our living. So we thought that was very important to share.
Do you feel as though you accomplished that?
Yes, I believe we did. Yeah. I'm very pretty sure about that.
As a female in the industry, what are some of the challenges you face?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is being away from my children when I work. I have two. My daughter's 17.
Oh, big shibble.
So pray right away. Just
yes, Lord.
Deep down.
Yes,
that was a good
19-year-old. I got 19. So
yes.
Yes.
So, but she's a good kid. Really, she is a wonderful child, and my son is 10. So both of them are very pivotal ages right now. But they're good kids. Just but being away from them on the weekends most of the time is when I work. But when I'm home, which is wonderful. I can take them to school and cook dinner at night. That works out really well for us. The Lord was made a way for that to happen.
That's great. So now, so why now? Why now the inspirational single? You've been singing for so long.
Every album that I've had at least one song.
Why do I know about it?
Because you don't buy my record.
Oh, I don't buy records anyhow because I'm a program director.
Well, you need to find them at least and play them.
Thank you. I'm convicted.
Be convicted and be.
Yeah,
the truth. The truth will make you free.
Yes.
Anyway.
So you signature at least each project with at least one inspirational song.
I do. Because that's who I am. I know people see me as an R&B artist, but I'm a church girl. Yeah. But I love love, and I think God has given me the gift of love and the gift of song. And to be able to be the bridge between the two, I believe that somebody has to be out there because everybody's not coming to church.
That's true.
You got to go and find them, which is why, my Father's heart is in me. It's an evangelistic heart. You have to go and get the people and bring them in, and then, they can go to church with you.
And the Bible says that God is love.
He is.
And so sometimes we forget the significance of love. Of course, scripturally, we understand that there is eros, which deals with more fleshly oriented love. Then there's philia, which deals with brotherly love. And then there's agape, that godly love. And being able to articulate that in a song, especially when you're talking about the agape love and the philia love, you allow people to feel something that they need to feel. Because as individuals, as humans, we need to love.
We do. I do.
Yeah, we do. And I had an interview earlier, well, I had a topic on the radio broadcast, make sure you check it out, Heaven 600, and we were talking about parents reconsidering the ages of their children, would they have their children at a different age? And one of the respondents said that she had children at 16 because she did not realize the reason she did it was because she wanted somebody to love her unconditionally.
Yeah.
So even there, it purported to all of us desiring to love and to be loved.
That's true. I know we get lost sometimes in being in control of things as well, you know, and having that love inside of you. It is a wonderful thing, carrying a child. It was one of my favorite times. But what I love about the Lord is that as I'm raising my children, I see how much He loves me. Yeah. And how patient He is, and how sometimes we deserve spankings and we don't get them. Yeah. And sometimes we show grace to our children that we don't think God is going to show to us. I know I think about Him popping me upside my head. I'm going, oh Lord, please don't hurt me. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, well, did you just break your child's neck for doing that? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I did. I did the same thing. And the Word says that He chastens with those He loves. If He doesn't, then
we're in trouble. We're in real trouble. So what's next for Chante? I'm enjoying this.
More of the same.
I'm finding out something about you I didn't know. I'm developing not that I didn't appreciate you, but I'm developing a greater level of appreciation because of what I'm finding out about you. What's next for Chante?
Well, we're doing a second season of R&B Divas LA, which is, I think, what I was looking forward to, is people getting to know me on a more personal level and like seeing us. Yeah. Yeah. Because talking to somebody is different than me singing a song, it's over, thank you very much, and goodbye. Yeah. It's a different thing that happens. I'm a little goofy, I'm a little nuts. But that's a good thing. I like that because I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. So
laughter's good. Like medicine.
It is. That's what the Bible says. Yeah. So I'm going to do the R&B Divas LA. I'm going to finish the book. It's called
I didn't catch the book. I didn't catch the. What was the book?
It's called Will I Marry Me, and it really was.
Will I Marry Me? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yes.
Explain that.
Well, I was stuck a lot about thinking about what I wanted, and I was married at the time, and I was like, well, why don't you, and how come, and when are you gonna, and the Lord was like, worry about you, mote and the beam. Figure out, get that mote and beam out of your eye, and then you worry about somebody else. So stop looking at somebody else to make something happen, and make things better, and make you happy. Look at you, and see what it is you need to make right, how you need to get better. What things you can do to endeavor to be a better person, and then later on worry about somebody else.
That's good stuff.
So that's what I did.
Michael Jackson song jumps in my mind.
Man and Mary,
yeah, that's good, because if I learn how, one of the things, I'm a preacher, so one of the things that I shared about relationships is our relationship should be threefold. The first extension of our relationship is vertical, between us and God. The second extension of our relationship, horizontal. The third dimension is self.
But I think you start with self, because if you don't understand why, what do I need? You have to know that you need Christ first, and He already knows He loves us, and thank God for that. But He has to actually open your understanding so that you know you need Him. Yeah. Because He loved us first. That's why we get to love Him back.
Yeah. Even while we were yet in sin, He still loved us.
Thank God for that.
Thank God for you. I'm enjoying it. I found out who Chante really is. Yeah. And that's good. It's very refreshing. And our audience got a chance to see the inside, the transparency, the real person. When you finish your music career, which I'm sure it's nowhere in the immediate future, how would you like to be remembered?
A woman who really was where God wanted her to be. I know the Lord opened my doors, the doors that I'm in right now. I know in R&B music, He opened those doors, and I want to please Him most of all, honestly, and have music that is a legacy for my children and for those who have made children with my music and gotten married to my songs, and those who have actually come to the Lord because of my songs as well. And I know there's a lot of women, I get it a lot. More than any other thing, I hear women say, you helped me get through the breakup in college. Really? You helped your album. If it wasn't for your album, Chante, I wouldn't have made it through college. And so those kind of things, because you don't write music just to enjoy it yourself. It starts from my bedroom to the studio to the record. Then I, present it to the world. So the fact that it touches somebody else's heart after being in mine, that's a blessing.
That's right. You've been a blessing to us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming by.
It's my pleasure.
Success. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah.
You will.
All right. We'll be seeing you real soon on the live experience.